Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2. I'm Serious JG. We may or may not have messed up the end of that last recording. I did get a little warning that I didn't have enough space left on my hard drive for the video to save, but it looks like it saved, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. In the meantime, got about a 45-minute file transfer from one drive to another to clear up about 500 gigs of space, so we should have enough space to complete our recording session. Keep them crossed. I actually had this strategy guide. I just didn't realize it was on the table next to me this whole time. So, yeah, we're supposed to talk to somebody up here after we reveal those positions, so I'm not sure what happened with that. But it looks like we should be able to do all of the stuff that is able to be done here on this first visit. Biggest thing about this zone is, which is going to make me want to save on a different slot if it gives me the chance, but it didn't, so I sure hope we didn't totally screw up the last video too bad. Is that there is an enemy that will, like a rare spawn enemy here that could be interesting if it shows up. Because it's kind of out of... You're not really supposed to be able to deal with it when you first get here, but we're over leveled, so it might be possible. So Brant will presumably be needed out at some later time. You are not the rare, terrifying enemy, so we're going to try to avoid you. And if we can't, I guess we'll just fight you. Anyway. So although I didn't turn around and walk backwards, apparently this whole area of map is inaccessible down here. I didn't even look. We just kind of forged ahead from where we started. But we should be able to find the listening device up in this northern part, which is kind of where I guessed. It's actually over here. I would have guessed it was over here. But yeah, I would have explored this area looking for that since we couldn't find it yet. And everything else should just be a matter of you go talk to one NPC and he makes you talk to another one, and then eventually you got it all. And I love the rambunctious Chocobo theme music, but actually losing lots and lots of Gaishaw Greens trying to ride them around, I don't love as much. Let's come back over here and see if I can talk to this person I'm supposed to talk to. If the rambunctious Chocobo screwed something up for us. Keep waiting to see if it's the rare enemy that we're supposed to be keeping an eye out for. Purple Chocobo. It'd be nice to get a purple Chocobo before we leave, but I can always come back off screen. Oh, see, now I didn't notice this guy being someone you could talk to before.
Me and my buddy are out here doing research on monsters in the area, but I can't get a hold of him.
He talks about kitty fools a lot.
He should have some sort of message for me.
Lex is worried about his buddy who's been missing for a while now. Find out what happened to his buddy. My buddy. My buddy.
He's a slightly odd fellow. Natural-born jokester, if you will.
He's one of the natural-born thrillers. His name is Sean O'Hare. Nope. He likes to play a joke of tempting you into doing something self-destructive. Shouldn't, you know, now that I think about it, don't make jokes about Sean O'Hare. That whole storyline with him tempting you to do bad, he ended up doing something pretty self-destructive, so let's not go into that. Maybe instead of Sean O'Hare, it could be Mark Jindrak or above-average Mike Sanders or Chuck Palumbo. But definitely one of the natural-born thrillers we found we're looking for. Critters 2, the new batch, or whatever the sequel to Critters 2 is called.
Did you come to check out my chocotastic selection of goods?
You have nothing specific to this place to say, do you? Okay. She's selling all... I don't know why I'm surprised. She's selling all the same shit. I mean, she could make delicate ember rings and durable ember rings, potentially. Increases your fire resistance, and it's easier to get more than one of them. Not probably worth her time. I guess I should look at... But she is... Okay, Gaishaw Greens. She doesn't always seem to sell them. I know it's a lot of money, but I just want to have lots of Guy Shaw greens so that I can show off the freaking chocobos a little bit. Potentially. And I usually like the potent materials, and she's only selling the very first level materials.
Well, thank you kindly.
For buying all the Guy Shaw greens in the world. We'll just go see what's over here, even though I know it's not the actual. Yo, yeah, you're taking out lots of monsters, buddy. Oh, here's a character.
No, don't touch that. Don't touch the device.
Okay.
I may not look it, but I'm a government agent. Sounds like a cool job, huh?
Yeah, the best government agents go around telling people that immediately.
Academy officials have access to this device.
I suppose he's not necessarily an undercover government agent.
Authorized to handle it in certain emergencies. Okay, you don't have the experience to be handling something as sophisticated as this.
I don't think we're supposed to like this character.
Even if you really want to touch it, you can't. There are rules.
I'm assuming we're not supposed to like him. Sadly, we still can't interact with the object, so... Anything more to say?
No, don't. I may not look
Exactly the same thing, damn.
But others, okay, you don't have, even if you...
And I stopped pressing the A button at just the right time to not accidentally re-engage. I'm glad we're here in the Arby's fryer exhaust vent area. It's a lot warmer here. I'm thinking your kill count today is 0, buddy. Unless you're talking about, like, you know, lice that you scratched off your body. Boom. Thought we were going to capture a rambunctious chocobo in the last video. I was excited. So we got the recording device, the magical device. I'm under the distinct impression that we, despite all my grinding, we are not even close to having maxed out all the cash you're supposed to get to buy everything you need to 100% this game. Which is why, even though I enjoy the Rambunctious Chocobo theme song, I'm not going out of my way to ride more Rambunctious Chocobos this time. Oh, it's awfully tempting, though. We don't have very far to go. We don't have very far to go. It's so freaking ridiculous. Cross from hell, you know.
You two make such a cute couple. A couple of what? I don't know.
You make me and Margaret.
What did you say? My buddy asked you to come look for me to see if I'm all right?
I didn't say anything.
Who put you up to this? That's not funny. It's been years
Since I had a buddy.
All right then, guys. What say we play a little game? If you can keep up with me, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Deal?
Sure.
Then let the game begin. Or should I say, let the pain begin.
You can tell that Chocobo's in pain. Beat the jokester at his own game. Beat the jokester to get Lex's message. Time to make him laugh. The haughty magician had illusions of grandeur. Let's have a serious talk. I was in a hurry, so I scrambled to make eggs for breakfast. A job as a shoe salesman would be your best fit. Really? Scrambled eggs, I guess.
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.
Seems to have struck his funny bone. Keep it up.
This medical textbook is useless. It has no appendix.
Oh, God. You're doing great. What's next? I have to keep going and need an arc. I know a guy. What's the point of this? Mine safety is riddled with legal pitfalls. Mine safety.
The Book of Magic was useless. They didn't run a spell check.
Now the guide actually gave me
I'm proof of that.
the guide actually gave me specific jokes to choose, which I'm not choosing. I'm just choosing anything that looks like it could be a joke. Where do you get all that energy? This is getting tedious. Salt merchants are movers and shakers. I quit.
You're magnificent. I've met my Sarah people, and I know not many can keep up.
Wow.
You have my respect. Now give it back.
I hate you, Brant.
Wrote everything
I hate
down.
you, Brant.
Here, take this. Oh, and one other thing. Tell him that he's my one and only buddy till the day I stop breathing.
Aww.
You look confused. You see, the thing is, the man you talked to before, my buddy, he died.
My buddy and me, he's dead,
I don't
and
mean
so
to
am I.
scare you, but you were talking to a ghost, not a person.
Oh, ghost. See
Thanks
ya.
for playing along. I had a roaring good time.
I don't even understand the roaring good time. How is that a pun? Well,
You're still here? Are you looking for something? Like your dignity?
thanks for talking to a ghost. I don't know what the fuck's going on either. All right, what the hell? Let's do this thing. It's a waste, but let's do it. It's also louder when you're not on the pause screen. Triple. Are we in hell? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think that's it. I basically wasted a bunch of Guy Shaw Greens just to give you guys a chance to hear that retarded song one more time, but
You brought back the message from my buddy, did you? Well, let's see here.
discovered a new type of
Discovered a new
meat.
Species of monsters? Could that be the missing link beyond the realms of space-time? He
What?
did it.
Wait, what?
I knew he had it in him. What's that? You say he left me another message? He said that I'm his one and only buddy till the day that he drops dead?
Well, that's a shame. He should probably meet other people.
Just like him. You already know, right? I'm not like you guys. I don't belong in this world anymore. I ended up here by a simple twist of fate.
I, Lex Luger, do not belong here.
Needs to find himself a new buddy that'll watch his back. Got it? Anyway, thanks, guys.
Thanks for wandering around in the background there, no. I got a wild artifact. You still think something is there, Koopo? Bad luck, Koopo. Wouldn't mind riding that Chocobo again, but I'm not 100% sure now where all we need to go. We got 2 fragments. There's 4 here. We can stop by and talk to the jokester again, because the guy did give us a message to relate to him, but I don't think that's the point. We got to go talk to the guy who was looking for the, Got to go talk to the guy who was looking for a, what do you call it? Recording device. That'll give us 3, and I believe the 4th one, the quest doesn't unlock till you've done the other 3. But I think we can actually get all 4 of these things that we need from this place, and then the only purpose of being here would be if I really wanted to find the big deal monster that we haven't fought yet. Oh, that was a Munchkin Maestro, I think. I don't know if we fought any of these on screen. And I also don't know for sure if I've captured one.
I'll be quick.
It's tameable, which means we've fought them but not defeated them. No, it doesn't. we might never fought them at all. Did we just get one? I think we just got one, I hope. Nope, we didn't get one. Munchin Maestro is just like a big synergist version of a Munchkin that gives status boosts to other Munchkins. And if we weren't so high level, it would take more hits to defeat. But we're high level enough that they both just die instantly. And there's no Munchkin Maestro in this group, so move on.
When you see my buddy, tell him I'll see him around. Wait, scratch that. I can't.
Because he's dead. Oh God, my life is devoid of any real joy. So the strategy guide told you pick these specific answers to get the, and you didn't have to. You just had to pick anything that was a joke. Now, admittedly, I could have experimented and intentionally refused to play along with the game, but I'm assuming he just says, "You're no fun," and then you get another chance to try again. Should have save stated, and then selected, "No, I will not rescue the village." That's what Lethal and Zerfall would have wanted if they were, you know, watching this one. Munchkin Maestro, take a sword in the face.
I'll be quick.
You deserve a treat.
You deserve a treat. Actually, it did take significantly longer to die than the others. It probably lasted twice as long. And they're dropping potent engines, which I may decide at some point I need to grind for to level up some mechanical type monsters. He's still the commander.
Being a mercenary requires more than just pure strength. You need to be able to brainstorm efficient battles. This place is a hellhole. But at least we have a lot of freedom. So it looks like the people here seem to be...
Whatever, commander. You have the same voice as like every other soldier NPC.
Found it. Let's see here. This should be chock full of data.
Choco data.
There's enough information in here to keep me busy for years to come. Thank you. You've been a great help. This breakthrough will help the military immensely, and the compensation they'll give me won't hurt either.
I'm not sharing any of it with you, though.
I can't thank you enough. Your efforts may have saved many lives. This is just a small token of my gratitude. Please.
I love the chocobos screaming with rage in the background during all these dialogues. So, there you go. This is why you can't continue into this whole section. So now we've explored it all. But we're still short a fragment.
Well, hello there, you two. I want to thank you again for your help.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, when do we get money out of this? That's the commander again, probably, yeah. So, just looking for... any other characters who will give us a quest. There's a Munchkin Maestro. Until I capture one, I will just keep fighting them when I see them.
I'll be quick.
You deserve a treat.
All our dreams can
I
come
keep
true.
thinking that we're getting a crystal because there's usually like a sort of bluish-white glow before a crystal appears, but that's just, it always looks like you just got a crystal because of the snow. Maybe if I go interact with the government agent again after we've... We're closing in on a chocobo that's not doing anything to anyone. Destroy it! Hey, and we captured one. Alright. You can capture more than one of each chocobo type, It's the only monsters that they let you capture multiple times, but as far as I know, there's no reason to capture the same chocobo over and over. There's one little corner of this map we haven't seen at all. Otherwise, I'll just round out the video trying to capture a Munchkin Maestro and seeing whether we ever run into the enemy they warned us about. I'm trying really hard not to give away the enemy. But there's an enemy that spawns around here, which is, you know, a Final Fantasy favorite. And that is not it. But there was a little corner of the world where we got... You're just not going to let us go, huh? Okay. Alright, so this little corner of the map was the only place I was sure we hadn't been to yet. Oh, Chronos! I see a Maestro, so I'm moving on. So I guess now that we've done all the other quests, I can return to where the government agent was and see if anything's different. Okay, could get another one of you, but there's not a lot of point. Oh, here we go. This is the one we're supposed to be careful of. It's a Tonberry! And I have no idea if we're over-leveled enough for this to not be that big of a deal. But apparently this is a pretty mean enemy in this game, as it is in most. Beating up on Sarah pretty good. I'm under the impression that it doesn't give a crap about status ailments either, so I think we just need to do what we can as far as the getting its meters, its stagger meter build up. It's got 666% stagger before it wants revenge. This is probably going to kill somebody. Oh, he sharpened the knife. So I want to lose that status that we've got, or the progress we've got on the, ooh. Yeah, we're even barely we're not even halfway to its stagger point. Doesn't look like you get to stagger this guy. You just build up the meter so you do more damage. None are safe. Uh-oh. It doesn't look happy. I guess this guy never looks happy, but... Okay, so we defeated Tonberry. It doesn't look like we got his crystal to drop, because he is an enemy that you can actually have in your party. But, with a few breaks for healing along the way and a really leveled up party, looks like we were able to handle Tonberry okay. Now let's keep going with leveling up, bitches. Oh, we only got to level up once. I thought we'd maybe gotten enough to do it twice, considering the fairly big amount we got from that enemy, but that was really all that we'd gotten since the last time I leveled up, because other than fighting a few purple chocobos and Munchkin Maestros, we're not doing that much. Oh, Chronos. Now this could be where I kind of give up on this area for now, because I'm not sure exactly what to do about triggering the 4th quest for a, you know, the last... It might be something that we have to go to another time period and get asked about something. I'm not sure. But, Tonberry was the thing that I was like, oh, I sure hope we at least encounter Tonberry on screen so that you folks can see it before I start trying to, like, grind for it or something. If I decide I really want one in my party.
No, don't touch that. Don't. I may not look it. Only a hand. But others. Okay, you don't. Even if you.
I mean, you can look around in the room for secrets. Alright, well, let's finish out the video by returning to the graveyard area, which seemed to have more plot stuff than anywhere else. Otherwise, I guess we can call this one a video, and between videos I'll look and see what I'm supposed to be doing to get another fragment around here. Because I feel like we have one left to get, but I could be wrong. We got one with the whole weird quest with the commander and the guy who wants to explode stuff. We got a quest with the guy who has a dead friend and likes to make goofy puns. And we got a quest with the guy who wanted to find the listening device so that he could make lots of money and we could get nothing. And of course we found a... Well, that's what I can do to round out the video. Is I can go back and give the... Oh. I'm supposed to interact with this thing over here. But apparently I haven't initiated a quest somewhere else to do something with this, it seems like. So even though it really is time to call it a video, let's return to the Historia Crux, and we will deal with the guy who wanted a flower for his little Goyle. We'll get something out of it. Yeah, but we are missing a fragment there. But we got the gate. So there's 2 gates coming out of here that we don't have. There's a gate coming out of here that we haven't got yet. There's a gate coming out of the Arcalite Step. So we'll come here and we'll get one more fragment. Then we'll be one fragment short of being done with Brescia Ruins. Unable to continue playing. The storage device containing downloadable content is not connected. The game will now relaunch. Okay. That's a new one on me. I hope it saved recently. I don't really know what to make of that one. But I have had some issues with this game, and it might be my hardware is going old. But it does seem like it takes it a long time to get started. Like sometimes that press any button to continue takes forever. Hopefully it auto-saved when we went to the Historia Crux. That might have been what it was in the middle of doing. Let's see. This video might end up going long, even though there's no real reason for it to. I suppose I could just quit without dealing with returning that flower.
XIII-2, the story so far.
I think that's supposed to be Jill Nabat's voice, which I guess I have because it's DLC.
Paradox is
These chocobos are really rocking out. Okay, now I'm having problems with Xbox Live. We got 3 or 4 fragments. Looks like everything started working again. Maybe I need to just shut down my Xbox 360 for a while. This is frustrating. I was planning on taking a little break to make some supper, and then I've got tomorrow off. I was gonna do like an all-nighter on this game just to get some content, and it is acting up on me in a big way. Every time the animation pauses for a second, I think an Xbox error message is about to pop up. Do I have a bestiary? If it has Tonberry in it, then I'll know that we are Protector, Champion. Okay, so our Tonberry encounter went down. It is tameable. It delivers devastating physical attacks. It's the fastest way to get back to where I want to go. It's actually kind of a long path. Ugh. Well, I mean, at this point, I just want to get it done. So I'm going to get it done, even though the smarter path right now might be... I'm not sure that I think I might have got these guys off screen and not on screen. Or vice versa. Nope, I got them all, and there's no point at all in fighting them. We got potent slivers, which are not... Any potent anything I'm happy to see as an item drop, because there's like 5 or 6 different levels of monster material, and it's actually double that because there are biological materials and mechanical materials. So probably what I'll need to do here... It sucks.
I hear you were able to deactivate Atlas. You're stronger than any of the troops out there.
Easily, yep.
I've always been protected by others. And I knew that had to change.
So I decided to take everybody else out.
Resolve can sometimes be a powerful...
I'm gonna sit down right in the middle of talking to you. Wait, except I'm not that guy.
You're responsible for solving the mystery and deactivating Atlas.
I appreciate that, but I'm sorry. Our hands are full. Why? Are you short of...
Well, I just got some guy walking directly into my body.
For another keen young mind with ambition and potential.
Sure you.
With our budget increase, there are a lot of new research projects in the works.
Here we got people wearing different but also weird outfits here.
Okay, you see the two business.
I mean, the ones who are right there.
They're not much older than the trainees. That's what I heard.
That's what I would.
They're experts at fighting off monsters. Atlas is not. He could have been, but since the job... I didn't... Don't worry.
So I'm skipping all this. You can read it yourself by pausing if you want. In other areas, they don't bother to put little dialogue boxes above everyone's heads. So those folks tend to have quests to give you. I guess in the first area or two, they really want to make the world feel lived in. They have lots of people with dialogue that doesn't do anything. So I gotta find... And he's there in the graveyard. Almost as far away as you can possibly get in this zone. But I'm gonna find that guy, give him the winter flower. Maybe that'll even kick loose another quest. Maybe it's like, oh, as long as you have the ability to time travel, here's another thing you can do in 300 as fuck. But I doubt it. Oh man, I got curious, so I turned around to see what it was, and that led to combat. So she just instantly kills them all. Good time, Charlie's got the blues. I think this is one area where I'm pretty sure I've caught all the monsters. Considering it's the first area where you can encounter them. again, I think just by turning around to look out of curiosity, I brought this on. We might have avoided it otherwise, but she can pretty much use an area of effect attack to wipe out any enemies that appear here. There are one or two, like, mini-boss, high-end enemies for this area that we haven't encountered yet on this pass that might take more than one hit. Oh, maybe it is by talking to somebody over here. Oh no, that's you.
Forgive me.
You actually brought me a silver petal? But where on Pulse did
No,
you find
when
it?
on
Are you really
Pulse?
giving this to me? Thank
Give it
you.
to me. Give it to
But
me.
I must confess, my niece is no longer around to admire.
I sent you on a fool's
The day
errand.
that Cocoon fell, she died alongside so many others. It broke our hearts. She was just 5 years old.
Aww.
I'll never forget how much happiness she brought to our family. Such a sweet girl, even if she was spoiled rotten. We were never able to find a place where she fell. I'll put the flower on the grave and say a prayer to her memory. Do you think our little princess will like the silver petal?
I don't know. I mean, whatever, dude. You just depressed the shit out of me. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about your depressing shit. Oh, this guy no longer has any depressing shit to say. Well, there you go, folks. That was sad. We can save it. We can call it a video. We can just all be a little bit depressed together. Depressed about this, you know, the tragedy that befell Cocoon. Also, depressed about the fact that my Xbox 360 seems to be throwing out all sorts of error messages. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you'll join me next time as we do more depressing Final Fantasy XIII-2. Tone-wise, it's weird. Like, you play as Sarah, who is a much more upbeat and kind of... Like, she's not much more upbeat. She wouldn't stand out as being a particularly upbeat character if you didn't sort of compare her to Lightning fairly regularly, because Lightning is the hero of the first game and the third game, so Sarah is the hero of the second game. You compare her a lot. Compared to Lightning, anyone is like a frothy, bubbly character. But story-wise, the tone of this one, this is not exactly Final Fantasy X-2, like, girly concert tone. Anyway, folks, we'll have more of this next time. Bye-bye.